Hello ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a great day and welcome to the channel. We are sitting in my SR5 and I, for one, talk a big game when it comes to this 2023 SR5, saying how many things it has in it as far as features and options. But one of the questions you guys continue to ask, it's great that the SR5 has this much stuff, but what is it missing from the upper trims? Well, let's go over it today, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. We're going to start right up here with this 14-inch screen, and although this 14-inch screen also gives you the premium audio package, it cannot give you the JBL sound system. The JBL sound system is available in limited and standard at all of the other trims. So you still get a great sound system in here, and you can get the 14-inch screen with the same N-Tune system, but the only thing missing, JBL sound system, limited and up. Now, number two, the seats are very comfortable. You can get Softex, which is a perforated, simulated leather, but there are things in the SR5 they do not have that they have in other trims. The only option you could get in the SR5 with these seats is the heated option. If you want the ventilated option, you have to go up to limited. Also, when you go up to limited, you get memory seats that are not here on the SR5. So if you want those extra seat options, you're gonna have to move up. Also in the SR5, it doesn't have to be Softex. If you get the lower package SR5, the seats then become fabric. If you want that digital gauge cluster, you're gonna have to go up to the limited. And if you go up to the limited, you're gonna have to get the iForce Max, because this is the gauge cluster you will get in the SR5. And when I say if you go up into the limited, you got to get the iForce Max. If you get the regular iForce in the limited, you get this as well. All of the upper trims that offer both engines that are higher than the limited give you that digital gauge cluster, but this one here is standard in SR5 and limited without that iForce Max engine. Still does the job just fine, just a little bit of an old school look versus the digital gauge cluster. You want those premium headlights that are auto leveling? You're gonna have to go up into the upper trims of the Tundra. These lights do just fine. They're LED. They absolutely are just as good as the premium ones. The only difference is this right here. In the SR5, you have to manually level them so you're not blinding other drivers, say you're towing or hauling something heavy, but no problem with that. I would much rather this setup than the auto leveling, just in case the auto leveling is still blinding drivers. This right here, you do it yourself, just like in the old school Tundra, no problem, and the headlights are still great. If you want that wireless charger, you're gonna have to go up into the limited, because in the SR5, you still get the area, but unfortunately there is no wireless charger. Personally, I was never a huge fan of it. Charge always broke every time I hit a bump. Some of you have success with it, some of you don't like I do, but there's still the area down low to plug your phone in and sit it in this spot, which is a good spot for it to be. And the truck is still Apple CarPlay, Android Auto enabled and everything wirelessly. The only thing you have to use a wire for is to charge it. One thing I've noticed going from some of the upper trim Tundras to this SR5 is the areas in this SR5 become hard plastic, like here. If you go up into the upper trims, a lot of it is soft touch leather. There still is some soft touch areas, like right here, but in my old TRD Pro, this area, and all over here was all a soft touch feel to it. So if you're in the SR5, you're gonna lack some soft touch areas, but it really doesn't make a difference if you ask me. Higher trims, nice and soft. All right, I'm going above me for this one. We're sitting in a double cab, and as you can see, it doesn't have a moonroof at all. Now, in the old generation Tundra, in the double cab, you couldn't get a moonroof. In the new generation Tundra, you could get a moonroof on a double cab, but it has to be a limited. And that pano roof is only available in limited and up. Once again, the SR5 in this generation, there is no moonroof or pano roof option at all. So if you want that, gotta go up to the limited. Now, many of you know this, but some of you don't. The iForce Max engine begins in the limited trim, and it is optional in some of the trims going up. The iForce Max engine is standard in Capstone and TRD Pro, but if you're down here in the SR5, your only option is the iForce. Does it do the job? Absolutely. Another thing you can't get in the SR5 is that tailgate button that is offered on some of the other Tundras. You have to go up into the limited or higher for the tailgate button, which is a little button here that opens the tailgate. Really no big deal. You still have the handle there. A nice little, you know, I guess gimmicky kind of commodity thing on the side of the truck. Can I live without it? Absolutely. Is it going to make me spend more on a higher trim? Negative. These are the TRD wheels from the 1794 in limited, but can be added to the SR5. But I figured I would mention it. I think these are an amazing looking wheel. And they come with the Falcon Wild Peak tires wrapped around them. What do you think? Now that's some of the main features that don't come with the SR5 that do come in some of the higher trims. Does it make a difference to your purchase? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear. Trust me, this truck does come filled up pretty nicely depending on how you option it. Now that we talked about all the things this truck is missing, let's go over real quick what this SR5 does offer or is capable of offering depending on how you option it out. So now in the SR5, different from last generation, you could get power folding mirrors. If we come over to this big 14-inch screen, as I said, of course, there's no JBL, but it still has a great system. The same as if you get some of the higher trims, it just lacks that JBL, but it still has the 360 camera available. And as you see, if we put it in reverse, I'm almost hit my fence. You get all these different options to use with that. So that's an option there. Dual zone automatic climate control, heated seats we get that digital rear view mirror. And of course, these new Tundras come loaded with safety features, including a trailer backup assist, which is optional, blind spot monitoring, parking sensors, rear cross traffic alert. Because this is the TRD off-road package, you get the locking rear diff on here. Best part about not having the iForce Max is you get the underseat storage, and that is in double cab or crew max. No iForce Max, this is what you get. So as you can see, the SR5 has plenty of options. Does any of the things missing from this trim make a difference to you? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. You guys have a great day. Be safe, be well, and let me know what you think about the SR5 Toyota Tundra.